38.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. The Magic trailed by 13. Now Bol. Here's Suggs. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there. And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And like his father, Manu, Bol's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead. Fair or not, as long as Trae Young is in the NBA, he will be connected to Luka Doncic. And that night back in 2018 during the draft where those two guys swapped teams.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Here's Collins. Banked in off the glass.
Assisted.
Collins has got his first basket of the night. In that 2018 draft, Brent, the Doncic-Young swap was a huge deal.
Yeah, so the two will be compared, and I think that's been a great deal for each team. You've seen the growth, you've seen them in the playoff, you've seen the kind of excitement level that they brought to the fans, and both have been all-stars. So Luka and Trae, both spectacular offensive players, and they both are carrying the load.
And the Magic making a change here. And Capella sends it back.
And Capella, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. You can see his timing on that play.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. And it's Carter missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking things, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
Good place to start. Makes a lot of sense. David, thanks. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And one thing I love about Clint Capella, he is a guy who plays to his strengths, especially with how he attacks the backboard.
I think on both sides of the floor, Greg, he understands the value of just getting possession of the ball. So get a defensive rebound, help start the break. Get an offensive rebound, pick up some scrap points. Those things add up over time.
And the dunk by Capella.
And what timing, Capella getting up there and capping that one off.
Here's Bol. Collins grabs the miss. And it's the Hawks ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Young's shot is off.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And stolen by Hunter. Lobbed up there for Collins.
John Collins.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
That connection with Collins, that's an impressive play. Very, very high percentage. Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs.
Personal foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And the dunk by Capella.
I think he gets as much talk, not just about his shot selection, but his playmaking.
Here's Banchero.
Atlanta.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Third personal foul.
An elite prospect with very few holes in his game. Banchero can score from all three levels, makes plays for others, terrific rebounder, and the list goes on and on.
Oh, Hunter in position. That shot no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
Many scouts had Banchero as the safest pick in the draft. Would you agree?
He and maybe Jabari Smith Jr. What separates Banchero a little, he's an elite back to the basket scorer. Those guys have become increasingly harder to find.
Find Divine Murray, and he gets it to him. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Floats it up for Murray. Back to Young. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
John Collins.
And finished off by Collins.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Collins.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Trae Young.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
The Magic again can't hit. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Third quarter with
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks
your Magic
leading by a full 31.
32. The Hawks 63.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Orlando.
And one thing, Greg, we know Capella has always done. He plays to his strengths.
It's a great point, Kevin. Capella knows where he's best and really focuses on that. Can help the team with minimal touches on offense, but he really anchors a defense by not overextending.
We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
Oh, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences, get ourselves fired up. You game?
No. Come on, Greg, I'm not sure about that, but you go ahead and do it.
Assist goes to...
I would say that Trae Young's pick and roll game is fairly advanced for a player his age. What a treat to watch.
There's Wagner with the three. Count that one.
Yeah, a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
And the dunk by Capella.
Well, Capella's in a great system here. He's a rebounder, he's a shot blocker, he can run the floor, and he takes a lot of shots he knows he can make.
And the dunk by Bull.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Young with the ball. Picked up by Suggs. And finished off by Collins.
Collins now creating some problems down low with his length.
Here's Bull. Rebound Atlanta.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
Deft touch on the alley-oop.
John Collins in a nice lather here. Versatile, explosive, high energy, and doing the job scoring it.
Took him no time at all on that one. Bulls got 13 points in the second half.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
Pass to Bull. Good ball movement here by the Magic. To the inside. That shot missing. Collins with some nice D. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Lobbed up there for Collins.
John Collins.
Up high to stuff the
Assist
alley-oop.
round.
Agility coming into play there as Collins moves so well and so quickly in those pick and roll sets.
Young with the ball. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Clint Capella.
And the dunk by Capella.
Assisted.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Pass to Bull. That's in there. Carter with the assist. And that's now 33 points for Bull.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
To the middle. And finish off by Collins.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Here's Suggs. That three off the mark.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebound.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Murray, good.
DeJounte Murray.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Hawks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Trae Young.
Serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
Again, the Hawks score.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Kept alive.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Second team foul.
And he's good on the first of three.
Shooting for Atlanta.
The next step for Trae Young is just having that ability to focus on the defensive end and make some impact plays there.
Here's Banchero. Bamba. It's good on the putback.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself